You already know why I'm here. Where's Hanawa?
You'll find him on the top floor with Captain Cyrano. But first, we're gonna make you feel real welcome. Wouldn't want to be rude.
With bats and iron pipes, no less. You know, it's hard not to be disappointed by such a skimpy welcome party.
Ha! Talking a big game there.
Wapad, we think the captain's overestimated you, Kiryu-san.
I won't waste time arguing, but I'll be sure to give you something to talk about.
First, you gotta earn the right to challenge us. If you can't handle these guys, you ain't got no business here.
Hey, don't worry about us. We're not picky about who takes him out.
I'm beyond ready. Bring it on! Here we go. Time to ready for this. Don't be shy.
Took out every last one of them, eh? Living up to your reputation. But this is where it ends, pal.
No, buddy!
This is gonna hurt!
Showtime.
Keep it coming, tough guy!
Time.
Never mind, buddy!
Come and get some!
Never mind, buddy!
Right down.
Know your blood!
This
This is gonna hurt!
How about this?
Son of
That's the guy fucked Aniki up! Look alive, boys!
You ain't getting away next time.
How about this?
The gloves are
Come at me! Time to
Come on. What's wrong?
Let's go. Time.
Hey, come at me.
I'm gonna bash your fucking brains out!
Here we go.
Nothing like a good door! What part of you do I break next? Good luck! Nothing like a good fight.
Nice job coming all this way. But this is as far as you go.
Lights out, bitch!
How about this?
Gloves are off.
Damn you!
Come on, keep coming at me!
Time to finish! Hanawa!
That didn't take long. You shouldn't have rushed. I was totally fine.
It's all right now. You did good.
Guess they don't call you the legendary dragon for nothing. I just got off the phone with Shishido reporting your win. The next thing I know, here you are.
Seems like you've had some fun with Hanawa, Tsuno.
If you just agreed to join us sooner, I could have sent him up to the pearly gates without so much suffering. In a way, this is all your fault, Kiryu-san.
Enough of your bullshit. You'll pay for this, Tsuno.
So I take it you still won't join us. Happy to spend your days wagging your tail for the Daidoji. You go back there, there's nothing for you, rest of your life. Sure you're all right with that?
This isn't the time for you to be worrying about others, Tsuno. You might not live to see tomorrow.
Ah, well if that's how it's gonna be then. Get him, let's finish this!
Let's go!
Give me that!
Time to finish!
Oh, yeah!
This sounds Mind if I Here we go.
Now the fun starts! I ain't out yet.
You really came to save me? All by yourself?
I hate to say this, but it didn't seem like anyone else would come.
I can't believe you. But honestly, I should thank you. You saved my life, Joya.
This isn't over yet. I still need to know why they did this to you. I'll make him spit it out. Besides, I need to thank him for his hospitality.
That sounds like a fine idea. Huh. Perfect, actually.
Cyrano, you and I have a lot to talk about. But first, you're gonna answer me. The person who's behind all this, is it really Watase?
Still find that hard to believe? Huh. You're certainly cautious. But I'm the real deal. Watase family's captain. As for what the boss told me, apparently we need Kiryu-san's help, now more than ever, for the sake of the Omi Alliance, and for the Tojo clan.
The Tojo clan? What's that got to do with me?
Oh, it's got everything to do with you. But still, I can't talk about it with outsiders around.
Outsiders? Now that's a fine thing to say. You messed me up this badly, and yet still think of me as an outsider?
That was all Shishido, no? I just refrained from stopping him.
This is precisely why I hate the Yakuza. But I understand. Let's go somewhere else then. Daidoji maintains several bases in Sotenbori. But this time, it'll be me asking the questions, Tsuruno-san. So you better be ready. And if someone just happens to rough you up a little, well, we'll just call it even, right?
Kiryu-san, this will be the last chance you get. To rid yourself of that Daidoji collar, you gotta shut Hanawa up for good. Here and now. Do that, and the boss and I will take care of the rest. Are you really going to spend the rest of your life doing what they say? Is that the fate of the Dragon of Dojima?
And what would you have me do?
Well, you see, we intend to force a dissolution of the Omi Alliance and the Tojo clan. It'll be a joint declaration. by our boss and the 6th chairman Daigo Dojima.
What?
But we need your help. That's what he told me.
What are you talking about?
You've heard that our boss is getting released from prison next month.
Now that you mention it, it is around that time, isn't it?
Once he gets out, Yakuza from all over Osaka will welcome him back at Omi HQ. At that moment, he intends to declare the dissolution of the Omi Alliance to the police. A bunch of Tojo clan officers who've been in hiding are showing up too. And with that, they'll make their joint dissolution.
So this is what Watase wants. Daigo too? But why?
The truth is that the Yakuza can't continue to exist like this, with all the laws targeting us. If a grunt slips up, the boss takes the fall and goes to jail. That's the way things are now. In fact, that's how our boss wound up in prison in the first place. You so much as look at a politician or cop the wrong way, and bam, you're locked up. At this rate, a day will come when Yakuza are no different from government slaves.
So, before that happens, you want to dissolve?
That's right. Once they get the collar around our necks, that's it. Freedom will be an empty dream. There will be no chance to revolt, no escape, no choice but to slowly fade away. Apparently, the 6th chairman of the Tojo clan came to the same conclusion. But to dissolve so many groups at once, all hell's gonna break loose. A lot of folks will be upset with the decision. Opposition will come in droves from the biggest Yakuza clans in Japan. No possible way we could hold them back. But hey, if the legendary dragon were with us, maybe things could be different.
Unfortunately, Kazuma Kiryu is dead. Isn't that right, Joryu? Or perhaps you intend to shut me up and go along with Surano-san. If that's your decision, there's little I can do to stop you.
I promise you, Kiryu-san. This is the last thing the Omi Alliance will ever ask of you. We'll outwit the Daidoji and fake your death again. Then you'll have your old life back. Pretty good deal, ain't it? You could see those kids in Okinawa again, too.
Enough! Shut the hell up!
Kiryu-san.
Killing Hana was out of the question. There is no chance in hell I'd agree to that. And don't you ever mention those children again. They have nothing to do with any of this. Hanawa, use this to tell Daidoji that you're okay. We're done here.
Really, Kiryu-san? You know you'll look back and regret this someday.
I told you to be quiet.
We'll keep Surano at our Sotenbori hideout to interrogate him for a while. How the Daidoji decides to deal with Watase depends on what we learn.
Right.
You should come by after you get some rest. You must be tired after all. I'll give you directions to the hideout later.
You're not usually this thoughtful.
Well, you did save my life. On that note, can I ask you a question? Earlier, it would have been so easy to join forces with Surano and shut me up for good. If a man on the fringes of society like me went missing, no one would ever know. And the Watase family's proposal seems like a good deal. To see those children again, all you had to do was let me die. So, why did you save me?
I approached the Daidoji and declared I would die. I'm in no position to want anything from life. Not anymore. How could I let someone else die for the sake of a dead man?
Well, that's a legendary Yakuza for you. Sticking to your guns till the bitter end, no matter what.
It's not like that. I've just known plenty of people who lost their lives pursuing what they believed in. And someday, when I see them again, I don't want to be ashamed of myself. That's the only thing I still have power over.
I see.
Did that answer your question?
Yes. Huh. I suppose it did. I'm sorry for keeping you. Again, you really should go and rest.
Right.
At this point, it goes without saying, but please keep a low profile. This is Omi Alliance territory, so there are plenty of people here who might recognize you.
Joryu, it's Hanawa. We've arrived at the hideout. There's a club called Lady Paradise down an alleyway in West Shofukucho. Look for the pink lantern on the ground. You'll find a door nearby surrounded by a chain-link fence. Can you meet me there?
How's it going with Cyrano?
No particular problems. He's behaving himself.
Good. I'll see you there. Have a little rest.
Joryu, over here.
Got it. So the Daidoji have hideouts in Sotenbori too?
They're all over the country. But admittedly, they're not usually this crowded. We're in a state of emergency. There's no telling how far word of your survival has spread through Omi ranks. We're currently looking into how to solve this situation.
Cyrano's here too?
Yes, he's in the interrogation room. We haven't been too rough with him. But of course, I can't promise that will continue to be the case.
Did you get anything out of him?
No, nothing more than what you and I already know.
Glad to see you back safely, Hanawa.
My apologies for making you worry. But what brings you to Osaka? I don't remember calling you, Yoshimura-san.
The boss had me come and assist you. No need to glare at me like that.
You left a comrade to die just to save your own hide. Did you expect a warm welcome?
Your efforts to secure Hanawa's safety are appreciated, Joryu. However, the fact remains that you disobeyed direct orders. I won't forget that anytime soon.
So, do you need something?
The boss would like to have a word with you.
Over here, please, Hanawa-san. He's on the line now.
Very well.
That means you too, Joryu.
You heard her. Over here.
Who's this boss of yours?
He's within the upper echelons of the Daidoji faction. In truth, I don't know much about him.
So he's the one pulling the strings, huh?
I won't say you ought to be nervous, but do try to take this seriously. After all, I have a position to maintain.
There you are, Hanawa-kun. And this must be Joryu, correct?
That's right. It's thanks to him that I'm alive.
Or you could say it's thanks to him you were endangered in the first place. He allowed his identity to be discovered, did he not?
No. Watase of the Omi Alliance was one step ahead of us. The recent smuggling operation was a ruse to acquire proof of Kazuma Kiryu's survival. They outwitted every single one of us.
While that may be, our agreement with your agent has still been violated. Kazuma Kiryu agreed to die for us, so that we may maintain our organization's security. Our terms stated that he would ensure knowledge of his survival does not make its way to the general public. If he cannot maintain his end of the agreement, we would have no obligation to maintain ours. Don't you agree, Kiryu-san?
What would you have me do?
Get rid of any evidence that points to you being alive. You can start with the man in the cell over there, Surino. Next is subordinate Shishido. Then you'll silence Surino's lackeys, the ones who tortured Hanawa-kun. They're all members of the Watase family, correct? How many in total?
What?
There were 25.
You must be joking. You want me to kill all of them?
Yes, and one other. Masaru Watase. It's a pity there isn't some other way to silence them. But they are no more than Yakuza, after all. And cruelty is the way of the Daidoji. A word of caution, though. Fail me in this, and there will be no second video call. If you value your life, show us we can value it again, too.
Kiryu-san, I understand how you must be feeling, but please don't disobey him.
What?
In a large organization like Daidoji, rules must remain ironclad. It's the only way to maintain order. These are the sort of people you enter to deal with. Should you choose to make light of the boss's words, you won't be the only one who's punished. The very people you gave up your life to protect will be affected. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Kiryu-san? Guess it's your turn to interrogate me. Oh. Wait, hold on now. You haven't heard all I know yet.
Can it, Surino? We have had enough of your Yakuza shit show. For a lifetime. You understand, Joryu. You get this one chance to prove your loyalty.
It's the only way forward. Unfortunately.
Damn.
It must be cinched on there real tight. That collar they got around your neck.
Joryu!
Everyone back up. Tsuruno, you're getting out of here. You'll be safe once you make it outside of the building. Your Omi crew's out there, staking out the place.
You're really fucked now, Joryu.
What the hell, Tsuruno? Go!
Shit!
So how do you want this to play out now? It's not just your life that's at stake here. Now the kids in Okinawa are...
Shut your mouth! You will not lay a single finger on them.
Fine then. I'm afraid this is a decision you cannot come back from. I didn't want this. I'm sorry. Why must you always do this?
How about this? Ready for this? Time
How about this?
That's all you have!
Useless pawns should be discarded.
Here we go.
You can't run from the Daidoji.
You're a fool, you know.
Time to finish.
Please, you must hang up the phone. You're trying to reach Morning Glory Orphanage, aren't you? Did you plan to tell the children to run? It's too late for that. I never wanted things to turn out like this, but you forced my hand, Kiryu-san. Daidoji agents are already in position. In Okinawa, outside of Morning Glory. There are as many agents as there are children.
Hanawa.
Hello, may I ask who's calling? Hello? Okay, I'm hanging up then.
If I give them the signal, they will immediately get into position. The Daidoji were right to take precautions against you. This is live footage. Everyone, can you give us a wave?
Fine. Hanawa, call off your men from Morning Glory. Please.
I will. As soon as you demonstrate your willingness to obey. You understand, don't you? I don't want to do this either. Kazuma Kiryu is now Joryu once again. Pull out of Morning Glory. Leave the rest to me. It's truly a pity that it had to come to this. Why did you do something so foolish? All you had to do was shoot Surano.
How could I let this happen?
Kazuma Kiryu, time for your punishment. Must have felt like ages. What was it you said? Just get it over with already? Get him on his feet. We're taking him to Hanawa.
How many days?
Been 3. 3 days since you let Surano get away. Did you really think he'd come back to save you? Aw, too bad.
The kids. Are they all right?
And what's knowing that get you, huh? But I'm feeling merciful today, so I'll tell you. Nobody laid a finger on them. They still think you're dead, and they're still doing just fine. Can't imagine that'll change when you actually die today.
I'm grateful.
Huh.
Kiryu-san.
So you're the one who's gonna do me in. Well, I guess it could be worse.
Hanawa has always served the Daidoji well as a manager. But this was a disaster, a real goddamn mess. His inability to control one agent has now put the entire group at risk. And now, we'll make him reap what he's sown. On your knees, Kiryu. Make your last moments dignified. You're up, Hanawa. It's time for you to prove your loyalty. Though you may owe Kiryu your life, he's defied us twice now. Any problems with that?
I still can't believe it. The Dragon of Dojima. The man who survived hell itself, time and time again. Kazuma Kiryu, with his life in my hands.
Yeah. Snuffing out your own agent. It's pretty fucked, isn't it? Don't worry. Your colleagues are here to help. Less guilty now, right? It's not like you had a choice. Don't overthink it. All you need to do is pull the trigger. Try anything else, and you'll be next.
It's fine, Hanawa. I'm a dead man. Met my end 3 years ago. Don't worry, I won't hold a grudge.
Everyone else always comes first. And you're always ready to give it all up for them, aren't you? How on earth has that attitude not gotten you killed yet?
Hanawa.
The only reason that I'm still alive right now is because this man saved my life. And it wasn't just once. He saved me 2 times over now.
If that's how you want it.
No! What are you doing, Hanawa? Pick up the damn gun!
I was prepared to die today. However, this is something I cannot do. I just can't bring myself to kill you.
All right, then.
Don't!
Didn't think you had it in you. Look at that.
You've passed the test. Both of you.
Boss.
We appreciate you coming all this way.
Kiryu-san, Hanawa-kun, please excuse our methods. It is clear now. The 2 of you have forged a bond beyond rank or title. Those who achieve as much are the true pillars of the Daidoji.
What's this all about?
The duty of manager and agent is to know one another better than anyone else. Care and concern are unimportant. But Kiryu-san, it's quite plain to see that Hanawa-kun is more to you than a mere manager. Were that not the case, your story would have ended just a moment ago. Hanawa-kun's gun was loaded. I made sure of it.
How about we find out? Hanawa, pull the trigger on the old man.
This is no time for jokes. I'm still trying to settle my nerves.
This decision was unusually lenient for the Daidoji, but there's a reason for it. Right, Surano-san?
You again.
Properties belonging to the Omi Alliance. Front companies owned by the Watase family. That's at least 50 billion, you know. And the boss left it all to me. So happened to also be the price that Daidoji gave for your life, Kiryu-san. All this just to get you to join us.
That's right. 50 billion's the type of sum that can bring a man back from the dead. It was certainly enough to convince the Daidoji to find some flexibility. But we needed something more. So all it bought you was a chance. A chance for Hanawa-kun to show us what we needed to see. Looks like our little gamble paid off. Now the terms. You lend your services to the Watase family for the extent of their job. Kazuma Kiryu's survival will be temporarily disclosed to them, and only them. It will be difficult, and it will be risky. I presume that won't pose a problem for you?
So the Daidoji gets 50 billion, and I'm the only one that gets my hands dirty.
You are free to refuse. It makes no difference to me. We'll simply return the 50 billion, and you'll simply have to die. You and Surano-san.
I get it. This isn't really a choice. But I have one condition.
Kiryu-san.
Very well. Let's hear it.
Spying on the kids in Okinawa. That stops now. Right now, you can wipe them out with a single phone call. So if you don't accept these terms, then I choose death. With me gone, there'd be no need to keep watch at Morning Glory. Isn't that right?
Let's say I do agree to stop surveilling them. How will you be sure that I've followed through? You do realize you can't know for certain.
When it comes to keeping promises, I trust the faction. We wouldn't be here talking otherwise.
Indeed. We certainly would not. I accept your condition. You have my word on it.
Well, that's that then. The deal's done.
Yeah, seems that way. Was it not enough that I spared your life? You had to go and make demands too? And that's not even mentioning the 50 billion. Huh. Either you're just that good, or Watase's just that stupid.
Hey, dickhead! Time for you to shut your trap! Anyone ever tell you you talk too fucking much?
I don't see why they would.
Goddamn idiot. Nobody's saying it to your face is all.
Well, that's just absurd. Oh.
Kiryu-san, I'm not gonna rush you into anything. I want you focused on getting better, yeah? I'll call you in a few days. And I'll fill Akame in, too. Paying her a visit might calm your nerves, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, our exalted priest. Looking for me?
I am. I wanted to thank you for your assistance, boss.
After you begged me to spare their lives, it became clear that Kiryu-san and Hanawa-kun were too valuable to let go. Would have been tough without that 50 billion from the Watase family, though. Now we finally have some room to negotiate with the bigwigs.
Blessings do seem to follow Kiryu-san, don't they?
Well, listen to you. Almost sound like an actual priest. Don't tell me that disguise is rubbing off on you.
How kind of you to say.
I'll give you more details later. Go to Akame's tonight. Take a load off.
Oh, Joryu! Where you been? Not sure why, but Surano-san told me to make sure I took care of you. Hey, what are y'all beat up for?
I'm just a little tired.
Well, I got a shower. You don't want me to soap you up or anything, do you? That costs extra, you know.
No thanks. But I could use a cleanup.
Yeah, you got that right.
Also, wouldn't mind some food.
Well, which one is it? Food, a bath, my sparkling company?
Shower, dinner, and sleep. That's all I'm looking for.
Sheesh! You really know how to kill the mood, Joryu.
Until a little while ago, I wasn't sure I'd live to see another day.
You always this much of a drama queen?
Dramatic, yeah.